Hiya loves! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Becca. Today's video is going to be a very short but sweet Q&A. It's been a while since I did one and to be honest I just felt like it. So yeah, let's crack on. So the first question I received, really interesting one for me actually. What role would you love to play that you can or is not your casting? So for anyone that is maybe new to my channel, I'm an actor singer by profession. That is my job and I absolutely love what I do. I've been very fortunate up to now to do the jobs that I have so far in my professional career. If there was a role that I could play that I probably won't ever get the chance to, I would love to play Jean Valjean in Les Mis because his range in the show and the journey that he goes on is just incredible. Like every time I watch the show I cry at his songs. I think they're beautiful, they're beautifully written. I mean, Les Mis as a show in general is just amazing. But yeah, I think that's probably the one that comes to mind straight away. Aside from that, I think maybe The Colour Purple. I'd like to potentially be in The Colour Purple just so I could get to sing I'm Here. So the next question is, what keeps you motivated? Wow, I'm not even sure. This might sound really cliche, but my inner strength is a lot greater than I think it is, and that pulls me through a lot of what I go through. So if I have like bad bouts of mental health, I find that that inner strength I've got, that inner fire and passion for what I do, just pulls me out of anything that I'm in, which is a blessing really. And aside from that, I would say the wonderful people that I have around me. So my mum, my partner Adam, I would say my best friend Jazz, because she is just absolutely crackers, but I love her to pieces and she is incredibly motivated as well. Yeah, the people that are around me, but also my personality, if that makes sense, and like I was saying, that inner fire. So the next question, I've been so excited to answer this because as you guys know, last year I shared my poetry for the first time publicly. Oh my god, it wasn't scary actually. I was gonna say it was scary, but it wasn't. It was a big step and it was a necessary one because I had a lot of work that I think I owed it to myself to share with the world. And so this question is, what poets do you take inspiration from? So even though I started sharing my work last year, I actually started writing it back in 2017, and in that time I have seen live poets that are absolutely incredible. I've also worked with poets, I've hosted events with poets, attending and performing mainly through Blue Balloon. And yeah, I would say for me, Harry Baker, he was one of the first poets I think I ever saw live, which was quite special. Charlie Cox, 100%. I made a visit to the, I think, is it the Edinburgh Literature Festival or something like that, and she was performing there a couple of years ago. I'd read She Must Be Mad, which is one of her books, and I was literally like, I have to go. I remember sitting watching her, being completely in awe of the way she read her own words. It's so interesting, like you can read somebody else's work and take a completely different intention or meaning from it, but when you actually hear the original sort of intention and meaning from the author themselves, like it's just mind-blowing. So definitely those two. You, my love, that has asked this question, Aisha Ulhak, absolutely incredible with words and with poetry. I would love to work with you more in future because I admire your use of words incredibly so. And I'm trying to think, is there anybody else that really inspires me? More recently, I read Gia Lee's poetry. Now, I was lucky enough to host a podcast where I chatted to Gia a couple of months back now, and she was just the loveliest human being. But I recently read her book and I was completely blown away by her talent. and the conviction with which she wrote, I would absolutely recommend checking her out. But yeah, I mean, I'm inspired by a lot of poets that I meet, and especially, like I said, through the Blue Balloon community, but I think those are the ones that come to mind straight away. Last but no means least, I've got a, a sort of tips on not killing every plant I see, which is from a very dear friend of mine. Well, my dear, my advice would be, I know it sounds very simple a thing to do, but do your research on the plant that you've got. Watch YouTube videos, read blog posts, and just see what they say. Do your research, basically, and so then you sort of figure out how is best to look after your plants, feed them, water them, how much light do they need. Like, I have got a ridiculous amount of plants. I have recently thought about doing like a full houseplant tour, but at this moment in time I don't have the time to go through every plant that I have, because I've got, I think, about 25. That's not including the ones outside either. The other thing as well is stay organised with like when you're going to water them and that kind of thing, because I always set aside time on a Sunday to do it, and because I've now gotten into the routine and the habit of doing that, I never forget that Sunday is plant watering day. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just set aside time each week, maybe even put it in your diary, you know, to check on your plants. And yeah, I would say that's probably the best tip I can give on that front. But that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to make this a really short but sweet video, mainly to answer some of the questions that I really liked, and yeah, just touch base with you really. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hopefully will see you again next weekend. Like I said in one of my previous videos very recently, I am going to be posting new videos every Sunday at 7 o'clock. So if you want to watch more, stay tuned, and of course you can binge watch like all of my other videos. So anyway, like, subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys very soon. See ya.